His opponent, Marc Guapo Pagcaliwangan.
Michelle, I've done a few of Marc's fights. Guapo is not shy of throwing punches.
No, and you might look at him, you might think he's kind of small and everything, but he hits like a club. And obviously I might be a little bit biased right now.
Because he's from your gym.
That's right, he's been training out of my gym just for this training camp. We'd like obviously for him to stay, but I get a chance to see him hit pads, I've seen him spar. He's slick, so I know that, you know, from watching him and knowing actually his opponent, and you know, I don't want to categorize all Latino fighters, but a lot of them like to, you know, get in tight, you know, and just grind it out.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Marc, grind it out. And so
Marc's the same kind of guy, though.
They want Marc to stay a bit more to the outside in this fight, for sure, because you know what? Let him take those shots. We don't want Marc to take those shots, but his opponent can take Marc's beating anytime, you know?
Ladies and gentlemen, our sixth fight of the evening is scheduled for 8 rounds in the bantamweight division. Our 3 judges scoring this bout are Alan Davis, Kelly Zoniarczyk, and Harry Davis. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing red trunks with white trim, with an official weight of 122 pounds. His professional record, 36 victories, including 21 knockouts with 10 defeats and 1 draw. Fighting out of Tampico, Mexico, introducing Lizardo Pajarito Moreno. And introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, wearing white trunks, with an official weight of 120.5 pounds. His undefeated professional record has 7 victories, including 6 knockouts, with 0 defeats and 1 draw. Fighting out of Toronto, Ontario, by way of London, Ontario. Introducing the fighting pride of London, Ontario, Marc Guapo Pagcaliwangan. And when the action begins, the referee in charge is Mark Simmons.
Good contingent on hand for Guapo as well.
He's a pretty popular guy.
All right, boxers, we went over the instructions in the dressing room on what a good, clean fight. When I say break, you step back, you stop punching, protect yourself at all times. Good luck to the both of you. Touch gloves.
What I love about this weight class is they just throw punches.
Lots of punches, yeah. Got to be busy. And quick.
Moreno has tons of experience, and Guapo with 7 fights under his belt, 6 KOs.
Before this camp, he's been training majority at Combat Arts in Mississauga, and then he's been some extra mentoring sessions from Steve Molitor, who, of course, became the IBF champ at this weight class. So, pretty good guy to take some advice from.
No doubt, Steve Molitor got a lot of experience in there. Any fighter would be happy to have him in his corner helping him out. Guapo taking his time right now, really. His hands are a little bit low, but he seems to know his distance really well.
Gets that jab through.
Good jab. Ooh, he tried to catch him with the right hand.
Don't want to exchange big blows, though, with Moreno. He's got knockout power, 29 KOs and 40 wins. Just took that one off the bridge of the nose. Comes back with a nice jab of his own. 40 seconds left in the first round.
Good try with the up jab. Timing. Good footwork.
Nice job to stay out of the way. Little nick on the bridge of his nose.
He had that before the fight, though. He did. I'm not just saying that.
Because he's
He did. I'm not just saying that. He had that nick on the bridge of his nose when he came in here.
Tough training camp, I'm sure he went to.
But he's looking really slick out there. Like you said, his hands are down, which worries me. But I mean, his footwork, he knows he's slipping. His head movement's really good.
That's right. His footwork is great. His timing looks like it's pretty spot on.
Actually, you know, one of the guys in his corner, Coach Sean, you'll hear he's got a pretty loud, distinctive voice, and he's kind of holding back right now. We'll see as the rounds, you know, get in there. We'll see how loud he gets, but Sean was the one distinctive voice that I heard in my fight too. He's one of those guys that you listen to him.
Yeah, you got to have one of those.
Yeah.
You know, there's a voice out there that you're comfortable with, you like to listen to, and that you believe too. You believe in what they're saying.
Guapo, second round now. Seems to be staying with that game plan, Michelle, that you found out about him.
Yeah, wanting to stay on the outside and not want to, you know, kind of crash and bang, I guess you can say.
He's given his opponent, Mark, he's given his opponent a lot of angles, which is good. Not coming in always on a straight line and backing out on a straight line. He's circling around, in and out. He's got some swag going on right now.
You can hear them calling one to the body and then the up jab.
Good hook, good hook.
Moreno comes swinging wildly back and missed every one of those.
And Tibor, like you said, he knows his distance. He's taking his shots and coming right out, and it's really not that much footwork on the way out, but it's those extra, you know, 4 or 5 inches that's getting him out of range.
Oh yeah, Lizardo feels like he's there, but then he's not there, and it's making him a little frustrated. He's trying to lash out a bit right now. But Marc is staying cool, calm, collected. Very important.
Got to get out of the way of Moreno's right hand is what his corner's yelling at him.
Right. He's walking to step into his right, trying to set up his own right hand. If Marc was to step to his left, you know, the right hand doesn't line up as well as when he steps to his right side. So you'll see when Marc's stepping to his right, he's avoiding his opponent's right hand, but he's also trying to set up his own. Good little fake takes. Good feints, so important.
One of the things we saw in an earlier fight from Marc was a lack of patience. When he hit that big shot, he went in for a kill right away, but it was only first or second round. He almost threw himself out of the fight. He ended up coming through with a win, though.
Good defense.
Seconds left, and this is the second round. Yeah, he's got that ability to slip out of all of those moves that Moreno's throwing at him. Round number 2 in the books.
Marc frustrating his guy by feinting, moving, giving angles, making it look like he's going to come in, but then boom, he steps around to the side. It's just very creative stuff he's doing in there right now. He looks good. He looks like he knows where he is in the ring all the time. He's seeing shots.
I think that's the biggest thing too, you know, when you're defending, you have seeing everything.
Gotta have a good eye.
Yeah.
You know, it's like sometimes I refer to the Matrix. It really is like that. Everything kind of when you're that zoned in there, and you can almost tell what the guy's gonna throw. It literally slows down for you.
Is it scary though how low he carries his hands sometimes?
I think he's carrying a certain amount of confidence right now by what his opponent is showing him. He's seeing he can get away with it. Oh.
Keep that right hand to your chin. Elbows in. Attaboy. Wait for it. He's going to throw that jab. Counter it hard, Marc. Counter it. There you go. Attaboy. That took.
What about, do you look for signs from other boxers? Signs that when they're going to start throwing their punches, signs of, you know, the tempo in which they're going to come at you?
Oh, absolutely.
Because guys have different plans, right?
Absolutely. I mean, you got to have when I say you got to have a good eye, you know, I don't just mean seeing punches. You got to have a good eye reading certain characteristics as well.
That's what I'm saying. It's almost like, you know.
You can almost sense when a guy's getting ready to throw a barrage of punches or load up on a shot. You know, there's certain characteristics that will happen, and if you're good, you know, and read them, then, you know, it's to your advantage.
Like in poker, they call them a tell. So it's somebody, you know you're going to get the knockout punch coming soon.
That's right.
When I look at Moreno, I see every time he goes to load up on a combination, he chomps down.
Yes, he kind of gives it away. He's a bit predictable, the way he's following Marc around.
Well, and, you know, another thing that I guess as a fighter you try to look for is cadence, because it could be the same rhythm of the fights all the time, like the pop, pop, pop,
yes,
pop, pop,
yes.
pop, pop, pop. Right. You know it's going to be a 3-punch combo all the time.
Sure. I mean,
caught him on the chin with that one.
Rhythm change is a big part of the sport too. You don't want to always have that same rhythm going. You know, again, it'll make you predictable.
Yeah. That's one thing that's probably, you know, one of the easier things to fall into when it comes to, you know, bad habits.
That's right. Marc's got no problem tying up his opponent if he gets, that's what you got to be careful about.
When you step inside like that and take those punches.
I was just going to say, he's been doing a good job of tying up his opponent when he bombards him too much, but you go to try to hold too much and you get caught with shots like this, it's dangerous. Marc's got to be careful right here. Ooh.
That was a tough body shot.
the last half of that round, Lizardo, you know, he looked like he had Marc a little bit worried there.
Yeah.
I think he definitely got the best of him in that round.
Yeah, it'll be tough on Marc that round. I'm gonna give Lizardo that round.
Lizardo Moreno in the red, watch him. He just kept coming forward, connected with that big right, knew he had something going and tried to follow it up with the left hook.
Those hands are down from Marc, you know,
and that's why I said it kind of worries. If I was in his corner and those hands are down that low. I think with every round going by now, you look at Moreno and he looked like the confidence is growing big time.
He's looking more and more aggressive, actually.
He's discovered his jab is working. He's a strong guy. I think he saw something the last round. I think he knows that he can hurt Marc if he gets his hands on him enough.
Guapo's calling for a low blow.
Good jab, good jab. Marc's got to have those hands up, man. He can't give those jabs away like that. And they look like they hurt those jabs.
Yeah, they're rock solid. Yeah.
Giving it back to him.
Doubled up on the jab, got both of them through. Another big right hand coming from Moreno. Guapo trying to keep it and work to the outside. Just missed on that big uppercut, did Moreno.
Ooh, a little clash of heads right there.
Gets him with the jab. Then follows up with a nice combination. That's what this corner's been asking him to do all night.
It looks like to me too that there was an adrenaline dump for Marc. He had like all the slick moves and everything, and he looked like so much energy in those first two rounds, and the energy level has just completely slipped. And to me, it just looks like the defense is suffering because of it, right? And his hands are still down.
How do you got this scored so far, Tebow?
You know, that last round, you know, I got to be tough on Marc, man. I really think that Lizardo is starting to find some confidence, some good confidence, even a little rhythm in there. Speaking about earlier, guys, unorthodox guys, I think Lizardo kind of fits into that category where he's a little bit, you know, maybe doesn't punch perfectly. You know, he's a little bit unorthodox and is a little awkward.
It's almost like a bully mentality.
Those guys are dangerous. You know, it's hard to see or tell what they're about to do.
Guapo trying to frustrate Moreno again.
Ooh, good jab. Ooh,
Took
good
that
shot.
body shot as well.
Yeah, right in the armpit. It's not a nice. That's not a nice spot.
Every time Lizardo gets hit, he's coming back with like
That's
2 or
right.
3 hard shots as well. He wants this. This is what he wants, the brawl, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
This is his game right here.
Yeah.
Got to be able to sneak that jab through and keep him off him. Because it looks like Moreno's just stalking him right now. Good combination. Moreno calls him back on.
And Tibor, how hard is that as a fighter, you know, when you're going in, you see you've landed a few shots on your opponent, and, you know, he's kind of like relishing in those shots and telling you to keep coming forward, but you back off and try to stay patient,
Yeah,
right?
it could be discouraging. I mean, the mental game, as violent and brutal as this sport is, it is 90% mental in there, than it is, and 10% physical. I mean, obviously you got to be in good shape, and but mentally you've got to be super sharp and confident. When you hit a guy with everything you've got, or one of your best shots, and he looks at you and tells you to keep coming, that can be a bit intimidating.
Well, especially when someone's 11 years older than you and has that, you know, a handful of fights.
He's got lots of experience. It goes a long way in this business. Ooh, good body shot by Lizardo.
You know, I've got this fight right now set at dead even, 2 rounds apiece.
Yep.
But every time I see Moreno come out of the corner,
You thought it was going.
It looks like Moreno got confused there for a quick second.
like, what's he doing in my corner?
Yeah.
I got Moreno taking the last 3 rounds and Guapo taking the first 2. So we're going into the 6th round.
Close fight.
6th round of a scheduled 8-rounder. Does Guapo have to open it up a little more?
I'm thinking here. I'm looking at Marc, and he looks good. He's doing a lot of good things, but I'm not convinced that he knows how to hurt his opponent yet.
Nice job by Moreno to keep Guapo off him. He's getting the jab through, but Moreno keeps coming forward.
All those little shots inside, those shots hurt, you know?
They take
You don't
just that much more out of you.
Yeah, you don't want to give up those little shots inside like that. They're discouraging. You know, they might bust up your face, and that's enough to maybe swallow an eye, make the fight more difficult for you. I really wish he had his hands up a little bit more.
Well, we've been saying that since the first round.
Yeah.
Work it. Work inside. Work inside. His jab in the body. Five more.
Marc sticking and moving, staying to the outside. Now, Marc's a young guy. When
Yeah,
you try to fast track a career like this, you know, he's had a couple of big wars in only 7 fights.
Yeah, I have seen some of his last fights, and they were also close fights. He